Hello students, I hope you all are enjoying my video. Dear children, let's move on to part 3 of Unit 5 Health and Nutrition. Dear children, in part 1 we enjoyed a beautiful story of Lord Shiva's advice on good health. In part 2 we discussed about the balanced diet. We discussed about the calories one should have in a day and the ways to burn it. And we also discussed about the food pyramid. We saw a picture showing the servings, different servings, how many servings you should have in a day. So let's move on to part 3. In this video, we are going to discuss about methods of cooking. Dear children, it is very important to know how much you should cook your food. If your food remains uncooked, your stomach may get upset, you may have indigestion, constipation, and all. And if your food is overcooked, most of the nutrients will get lost. So your food will be of no use and you will have deficiency disease. So dear children, it is very important to know how to cook and how much to cook. So let's discuss the various methods of cooking. The first is boiling. Boiling is a moist method of cooking in which foods are immersed in a liquid that is either at or brought to a boiling point. This liquid may be water stock, milk, rice and dal, or boiling your potatoes, eggs, etc. In this type of cooking, we do not use any type of fat or oil. So I think this is the best way of cooking your food. Baking. This involves applying a dry convection heat to your food in an enclosed environment. Dear children, all the food cannot be immersed in liquid. Okay, so this type of cooking is also very good. In this type of cooking, the food is not kept on a direct heat, but the food is cooked due to the heat of the fire. The dry heat involved in the baking process makes the outside of the food go brown and keeps the moisture locked in. Next is frying. This means cooking your food in fat. There are several variations of frying. Frying is one of the quickest way to cook food with temperatures typically reaching between 175 to 225 degrees Celsius. There are different ways of frying. First is deep frying, where the food is completely immersed in hot oil. For example, frying puris, samosas, pakoras, etc. Second is stir frying, where you fry the food very quickly on a high heat in a oiled pan. You must have seen your mother making noodles. Okay, the food is toasted and it is cooked in a little oil. Pan frying, where food is cooked in a frying pan with oil. For example, doshas, uttapas, chapatis, fulkas, etc. Suiting, where the food is browned on one side and then the other with a small quantity of fat or oil. For example, cutlets, kebabs, koftas, etc. Roasting. Roasting is basically a high heat form of baking where your food gets drier and browner on the outside by initial exposure to an temperature of over 500 degree Fahrenheit. This prevents most of the moisture being cooked out of food. For example, papad, groundnut, etc. You must have visited your village where most of the food are roasted on the open fire. or they make a stone oven, and with the heat they keep the food on direct heat and cook the food. Let's move on to the next activity, that is compound words. What is a compound word? A compound word is a word that is made up of two or more other words. For example, the word dragonfly is made up of two words, dragon and fly. So when you have two words and you join it and make a different word, then the such type of words are called compound word. Dragon is, the meaning of dragon is a big animal, and a meaning of a fly is a small animal. But when you join it, it becomes an insect. So compound words, when you join two words together, it gives you a different meaning. Let's look at the examples. Fire plus fly becomes firefly. Fire plus work becomes firework. Fire plus cracker becomes firecracker. Fire plus fighter becomes firefighter. How wonderful, yes children? In your textbook, you already have some compound words like food chain. What is a food chain? It is a web, yes. It is a consequence of links in a food web starting from a species that eats no other species in the web and ends at a species that is eaten by no other species in the web. Food poisoning. Food plus poisoning becomes food poisoning. Food poisoning is when someone gets sick from eating food or drink that has gone bad and is contaminated. Food plus value, food value. Food value of a particular food is a measure of how good it is for you based on its level of vitamins, minerals or calories. Food plus processor. Food processor, an electric domestic appliance designed to speed the preparation and mixing of ingredients by automatic chopping, grating, blending, etc. Food plus group, food group. A food group is a collection of food that share similar nutrition properties or biological classification. So, dear children, I hope you enjoyed this video. You can write some more compound words. You can have some more examples to enhance your knowledge. Till then, read your textbook, go through all the chapters thoroughly and try to solve the activities given in your textbook. Thank you.